All right, guys. Well, welcome in, and it is the end of week 3 as far as prep goes. But this is the fourth shadow session episode. End of July here in Chicago, and I am exhausted. This past week, we cut calories a bunch. Had a little bit of a challenge to myself, and went pretty under calorie deficit. Um, Pretty drained. I will say yesterday was the day, Friday, that took me out. I was doing pretty good up until then, and it was, again, Rise Pilates Club. Sorry for the mistake last week. Rise Pilates Club. Got in there, biked from here, 30 minutes, do the 45-minute workout, Pilates workout, bike back. So is it really bad? Yeah, 45 to an hour. So let's say it's an hour. So an hour Pilates, an hour, two 30-minute segments on the bike. Get back here, do some work for about like an hour and a half, and then got right into the gym. Shoulders and triceps for an hour and a half. And then I walked for about 2 hours. So four things of an hour or more on a 1,000 calorie, 1,200 calorie day as far as intake. So yeah, I was toast. It was a lot. But I like to stretch on weekends or weeks at times like that. And like when you're in a zone, like you don't know how much cardio or much how you're gonna feel later into the prep or anything like that. And so like when you feel really good, sometimes it's just good to kind of go balls to the walls. To like normally you wouldn't do it just so you could save some of the tank and so you can keep going for longer. But for me, it's like I find these sprints to help more because when that motivation slash whatever energy is there to do something like this, like I take advantage of it, and it's not always going to be there, especially towards the end of prep when you get really low calorie consistently, and like how I feel right now. Like if it was like this, I wouldn't want to do that. I'm sure I'll hit a little bit of a wall today. Today I did. Tomorrow I'll probably start to come out of it, get some more calories, get some more sleep. Sleep's been good though, but yeah. So that's how we're gonna get out of it. But yeah, it was a great week. Super shredded. I'm excited to show you transition because today I want to talk a little bit more about bodybuilding and faith. I think I feel called to talk about my faith in God in general and how He's moving, specifically how He's moved through bodybuilding to get me closer to Him. So I'll start with there's a bunch of things that align with bodybuilding that align with God's word or with the way to please God. So one of them, easy, I'm going to talk about is alcohol. Is alcohol bad? Like just because it's alcohol? No, but I know when we use it every weekend, when we use it every night, when we use it too much, a beer here, some wine here, maybe you're celebrating something, some champagne, a shot, whatever. That's one thing. A wedding, you're celebrating something. And it's in moderation. But like when you're going out every weekend, it's like, man, it takes a toll. And we've all been there. We all know it does take the toll, but sometimes we just get trapped. And for me, with bodybuilding, God has used that to kind of pry me from from alcohol because my story goes to basically a bad breakup. I was living in North Carolina. I followed a relationship and I was devastated. But I just turned to alcohol every day of the week. At least something. A rum and coke, a whiskey and diet, whatever it was, like every night, if not two a night. Just to kind of like everyone says numb. It wasn't really to numb. It was just to kind of like go somewhere else. And I guess people are going to say that's numbing, but I get this numbing feeling. I just kind of drank it, number one, because I actually like the taste. Number two, escape is more than numb. Like it's not that I didn't want to feel anything. It's just I just wanted to escape the reality of like my issues and stuff like that. So maybe escape is a better word. But yeah, I used that. That was 2018, 19, and then 20. I came back to Florida, and almost the same thing. I didn't change much. Worked out a little bit and did all this stuff, but I was out of shape, man. Like my first 75 hard was 2021. And so those 3 or 4 years from 2018, 19, 20 up to 21. So yeah, those 3, 4 years, man, it was rough. It was bottles after bottles. And in between these 75 hards and all that, all the challenges I did, it was rough too. And when I say rough, I mean like bottles, going through bottles 2 or 3 days. Next bottle, 2 or 3 days. Next bottle of alcohol, of liquor, not wine and not beer, because those bottles go down quick. But yeah, so bodybuilding and alcohol. He's used bodybuilding to separate me from alcohol and my attachment to it. So for that, I'm forever grateful. The crowds I hang with, I want to be a part of people that are striving for more, like in the fitness industry, or just healthy in general, whether it's playing volleyball, playing pickleball. I'm finding more peace when I'm staying more active and when I'm doing things. I don't always like to play volleyball anymore because I feel like my time's kind of done and I have like nothing to prove. And these people are either going to get me mad or I'm going to get wounded up for no reason in a friendly game. Yeah, so, but anybody who's active, like I love riding on for walks, pickleball, like I said, and then lifting. That's kind of what I hope to find in a partner. That's kind of what I hope to find in a female. I hope that she's active, she likes to be active. Everyone says nature, 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 and like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of cool, but like, I just want to be active. Like, if we can go play a game, ultimate frisbee, pickleball, ping pong, I don't care. If we can go do something, then I'm down for it. If we go for a walk, just to walk and talk and pray and get things out, then that's great too. But I definitely want something that's active, and this has helped me kind of see that, realize that. But it's also helped me with the crowds that I hang out with. So bodybuilding, he's used bodybuilding for that as well. The crowds I hang out with. Walking turns into feeding others. So I have here about walking, and recently I've been making sure that I just go grab $3, $4. I go to Joel Osco, and they usually have hot dogs, $1, or chicken nuggets, $1, or pretzel bites, $1, or chicken sandwiches, $1. So I try to get 3 or 4, 5, depending on what how many they have, and like, you know, finances. I mean, the $5 try to make work, but yeah. So try to go out there and do that, and just, you know, give a little bit of hope out there, because I'm walking around. I've walked this way, I've walked that way, I've walked that way, I've walked that way. I'm in all 4 directions, and in every single direction, somebody needs help. There's somebody out there that needs a little bit of help. So I've run into some people more times than once, obviously, and I got Mr. Underground. He's under the red line. Sorry, he's under the red line, and I try to give him as much as possible. Give him a couple of hot dogs, a couple of chicken sandwiches here and there. Always grateful. A little bit on the crazy edge side of things, but that's okay. We love him for it. God loves him. Hoping that he's able to kind of calm down a little bit, and I shouldn't say calm down. Calm down's the wrong word, the wrong phrase. I hope the demons flee him. I hope that he's not tormented by voices or hallucinating and all that stuff. Like, just pray over him, and that God's love would be over him. I got another brother over here. I gotta get his name tomorrow, but gave him some long sleeve shirts, some shorts. He really wanted socks. Got him socks and yogurt, and then I drop off as much as I can as far as like hot dogs and stuff like that, because I know he's always there, so I can get to him. And it's just like, God has used bodybuilding, because I wouldn't have walked this much before if I didn't need it for the show or to lose weight or to burn fat. And so now I'm going on 1.5 hours, 2 hours, 2.5 hour walks. And it's such an easy gesture to have $4 or $5, get some food, and just help people that are around that you're walking. You know, there's some ask for money, and you tell them I got food, and if they don't want that, then they don't want that. But you're doing what you can, and I'm thankful that God has put that in my life and put that on my heart. That's another way he's been moving. More time to spend in the Bible and development. Yeah, just development as far as like business development, as far as personal development and spiritual development. When you're not out partying, again, this is how God is using bodybuilding, right? If I wasn't getting ready for the stage, what would I be doing, or what could I be doing? Well, I could be partying. It's the weekend. It's Friday. It's Saturday night. I'd be going out dancing, hanging out, having some drinks, probably eating food I don't need, drinking what I don't need, all this stuff. But instead, I'm in here shooting a YouTube video about this, and I'm working on my brand. I'm working on development. I'm working on reading the Bible, all kinds of stuff. And so there's just more time to spend in personal development, spiritual development, business development, all kinds of developing things. And get into the Word. Oh, he's huge bodybuilding for crazy discipline. I've always been pretty disciplined, but like when I really want to go for something, I've learned this crazy discipline where, okay, you only get 800 calories. Okay, great. Then how do I get the most out of this 800? And I will be disciplined. If you tell me to do it for 3 days, I'll do it for 3 days. You tell me to do it for a week, I'll do it for a week. Like I can lock in, and it's taught me like, obviously that's with food and stuff like that. Also you have training, like making sure you're training every day, walking 2 hours a day on top of training for an hour, hour and a half. I mean, that's a lot. And I don't think of it as a lot anymore. That's how I know it's discipline. Like I'll just do it. And I need the walk. I'm like, I need to go out and go walk around. And I want to burn those calories. And then like with the weights, obviously, like that's the fun time. I just go in there and like, it's my time to kind of just let loose. So that's pretty cool. Bodybuilding, he's used bodybuilding. What else? I'm actually less focused on being the guy in front of people. I've built confidence through bodybuilding. That's helped me understand, like, I know what I've done. I've put in the work. I'm the guy that does 2 hours of cardio or walking, however you want to call it. For those that don't think cardio is walking or walking's cardio. I put in an hour, hour and a half in the gym every day. I make sure I eat well. I take care of myself and I work hard. And because of that, I don't need to like jump in front of people. I remember, especially in college and all that stuff, and when you're not in the best shape of your life, mainly that's kind of where my insecurity all stemmed from, was like I grew up a fat kid, and so I was always trying to like this, hey, like look at me mentality, or like, hey, I got you a gift, or like this. Like I tried to please people with anything because I didn't think I was good enough. Hence kind of why we started D&D, or why I started D&D, is to work on the 4 pillars, which are brain, body, belief, business. All that gives you confidence. Like when you have those 4 in check, it gives you confidence. And I'm less focused on needing to be seen, on needing to be heard, to be in front of people. I'm just like, I'm crushing it. I'm content with that self-growth also. But God's used bodybuilding in a big way with that. I'm truly grateful for every meal and calorie I get. Man, ain't that the truth? Every time I eat, I'm like, thank God. It's like, all right, 2,500 calories. All right, you get a burger with cheese without the bun, but a burger patty with cheese. You're like, let's go. Like, thank you, Lord, for this. I needed this. It's so true. What else? He's used bodybuilding, open up my heart for others and their journey while showing myself the true potential of my own. So I just see like, it gives me like that, I don't want to say no ceiling, pun intended, Lil Wayne, but you definitely can see more potential than when you're used to. Like when you go through bodybuilding, you're like, oh man, I could probably get to there. I can get to there. Like you see yourself in a different light, as opposed to like you're just going through the motions. You're like, well, maybe I'll just, hopefully I can get in here. But it's like that half in, half out mentality. This is like, no, bro, like you could get to like 5% body fat without taking a steroid, without taking PEDs, without whatever, naturally. It's like, could I do it? It's going to be really, really tough. But there's something now there that like some belief that I'm like, that could be possible if I take care of myself and work hard enough for long enough and stay consistent enough. Maybe that's something. I don't know. But it's like that ceiling is no longer capped at like 5 feet. It's like now at 20 feet, 25 feet. You know what I'm saying? Like the ceiling's just a little bit bigger or taller, higher. And it's also opened a heart for like everybody else. Like a lot of people in the space have come from overweight situations, from diseases, from car crashes, from all kinds of crazy stories. And it's really cool to hear their story and how they, like, fitness has changed them. And they get up on stage or they get up and they start doing all this stuff, and it's like, man, that's really motivating, and it's really cool to hear all that stuff. Instead of just being so selfish about your own story, it's really cool to hear what other people have gone through, and like you just get to see how blessed you are yourself as well. The last thing is God has used bodybuilding to shape my hobbies, my different desires. Kind of goes into beginning with like the crowds and walking and doing all this together. But yeah, I mean, I don't really need to go the bars and stuff like that. Yeah, it'll be fun eventually after the show and stuff like that. But there's not like that need. Like I remember being in St. Pete and like I felt like I needed to go to the beach bars. I needed to go try to talk to girls. I needed to have 5 drinks in me and feeling good. And then I needed to go to Taco Bell or Wawa after. And that need was just like, it wasn't me, but it was. Read that again. It wasn't me, but it was. And that's what's sad, is that deep down it really wasn't. But in reality, that's what I was portraying. That's what I was giving off. That's who I became. And so now with bodybuilding and not being able to go out and do all that stuff, it's a little lonely being isolated. Don't get me wrong. I come back, I edit, I shoot some videos, I do this, I do that. I work out, I walk, I go talk to Mr. Underground and my brother over here. And I mean, it's simple, it's quiet. I mean, but here's the thing. We're all going to have times where we're isolated like this. It's what we do with it. And right now, I'm praying. I am going out trying to help others. I am working out. I am reading the Bible. I'm in a zone, and it's a self-improvement, self-development, spiritual development zone. And it's not flashy. It doesn't look great all the time. And people aren't going to be like, oh man, that's so sexy. Like, okay, like it is what it is. And sometimes it's not always fun. It's not like the most thrilling day or thrilling experiences, but it is consistent. And I know it's pleasing God, and I know I'm growing and getting closer to Him, and I have bodybuilding to thank, and I thank Him for giving me bodybuilding and the interest of bodybuilding and what it does for me and all of it, just all of it through bodybuilding that He's given me. So yeah, that's this episode. I don't want to ramble too much longer. I've gone through a bunch, but week 3 is done. I'm going to try to get the weight, guys. I'm sorry I haven't given you the weight. I started, I think, at 245, 247. I want to guess I'm down after 3 weeks. I'm probably down to 242 is my guess, 241 maybe. And then we're just going to go slow and controlled all the way through, hopefully lose a pound a week. Somewhere around there. We have 9 weeks, 3 weeks down. Started with 12, so 9 weeks as of today. And yeah, I mean, that's good stuff. Now we just got to put it all together, keep training, maybe increase the HIIT, some of the high intensity stuff. I didn't want to do too much when I was on low calorie, so I walked more. But as we increase the calories back up again, we're going to go back up to 2,500. And yeah, then we're going to have to add some HIIT, crush this fat while hitting my protein goals still. And yeah, I am drinking, it's 11 o'clock, and I'm drinking a Ghost Welch's Grape. Can you see that? Yeah, Welch's Grape. Ghost, shout out Ghost. If you need an athlete, natural athlete, you know who to call. Your boy, Chatty Daddy, aka Project DND, Do Not Disturb. Thank you guys for tuning in. And by you guys, it probably means like 2 or 3 people. And that's okay, because we're growing. We are growing. It's going to be a movement one day, and I'm not ashamed to project that, to prophesy that, to speak it into existence, because we're coming up with something special. And actually, with that, 30-day challenge is coming out very, very soon. If not tomorrow, then Monday. Regardless, it's going to be out this week. So wrapping up that, putting a bow on it, making it look nice so people can join a challenge that I've kind of started and kind of used for this whole entire 6-month journey that I'm on right now. I started back in March 15th. It is now July 26th. Here we are. Almost 5 months down. August 15th will be 5 months. That's crazy. Originally, that's when I thought I was going to be done. So yeah, we're going to party August 15th, blah, 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 my mom's birthday. And I was like, Dude, that's only 5 months. This is 6 months. This is 6 month do not disturb challenge. Oops. So we're going to September 15th, and then the show is the 27th. So I have 2 more weeks on top of that to make sure I'm set up. So, anyways, thanks for hanging out, and look forward to showing you guys the 30-day challenge, 30-day PDF. It is free, and I will be linking it on my next episode that I drop. Or if it's finished, maybe I can link it with this one because this is going to drop Monday. So we will see. But anyways, thank you guys. Remember to win without witnesses. That's my catchphrase. And I love that phrase. That's our motto, our theme. Win without witnesses. It's going to have to be a series at some point. Right now, it's the shadow sessions. Shadow being doing everything in the dark, working on yourself in the dark, away from social media, away from other people, friends, situations, areas, all that stuff. Just working on yourself, kind of in quiet mode, in ghost mode, right? In shadow mode, do not disturb. So, shadow sessions, episode 4. But we're in week 3 of prep. So, 9 more weeks to go. Looking forward to it. Thank you guys so much. And Welsh's. Not Welsh's. I guess Ghost. Ghost. Reach out sometime. Cheers.